Howdy hackers and welcome to another episode of FairLight TV. This is probably one of the weirdest ones ever, so this one will be very non-technical. It will be a deep dive into scene-related memorabilia. What would that be? It's basically my collection of t-shirts and other sort of scene-related stuff. And given that I wear them sort of a lot, that means that not all of them age really well, and that also means that some of the really old ones I don't have, but the two oldest one I have will be in the last. So if you want to see the very early ones, stick with us and see all of it, because then you will be able to see the last two. Okay, so they are basically sort of in reverse age order, and the first one I would like to show you is this one. Again, the green screen effect that is apparent when you see the green on the shirt shining through to the background. So, Computer Magazine, Datum Magazine, they produced 5 issues of something they called Retro, so Datum Magazine Retro. So that is a magazine where they sort of focus on the old 8-bit and 16-bit Commodore computers. So the C64 and the Amiga. It also had stuff about Sinclair in the most recent issue, the issue number 5. And one of the things you could buy was this T-shirt, which is sort of Commodore 64 striped. It might be that the colors doesn't come out right, but they are the 16 colors that you would have on the Commodore 64. I would say in the correct order, right? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Well, somebody who's more into the colors than I am could verify if it is. So I'll stand up and yeah, the green one you are sort of missing. Sorry about that. So. A FairLight TV t-shirt. They are available on redbubble.com if you would like that particular one. It says FairLight TV. Hacking, cracking and talks. And we will get into the talks as soon as my interview victims are ready to do the talks with me. I have a number of those lined up, but they haven't materialized yet. So I think I have like 5 lined up, and we are doing preparations, but none of them are ready. So that's why we had to have like a filler episode such as this one. The next one, again, recent ones as well. Yeah, I don't iron them. So this is also the FairLight TV. Same logo as you have behind me here. And I do believe this one is still possible to order via Redbubble. So when we cracked alternate reality, the dungeon, it was like 11 months of work, and to celebrate that we provided like a 50-page guidebook and a special line of memorabilia stuff on Redbubble. So this one is probably still possible to buy via redbubble.com, and I'm sure that James, could you just add a link in the description to the Redbubble page so people don't miss that? So these are the public ones, and now I'm going into the more the ones that only group members could have. So when FairLight has had like even birthdays, 25 and 30, we have gone on cruises, and it's not the cruises that Americans tend to think of, like Royal Caribbeans in the Caribbeans making regular stops. So we go from Stockholm to Helsinki and back. That's like a 24-hour ride and where we rent like a conference room where we have like an internal meeting, showing demos and just talking, hanging out and drinking beer. So at the 30th anniversary, so FairLight Cruise 30th anniversary. I need to wrap them up afterwards. That was a follow-up to the 25-year anniversary. It's actually yellow, but it seems the green screen effect is picking it up anyway. So yellow. And then I have my hoodies. So it says Bacchus on the front, and it's the Jed Ansi on the back. Something based on that is also available via Redbubble, I believe. The other one is this one. It's sort of the same. I've had this here on the show a few times. So also, yeah, the same. I just wanted the blue one as well too. And now I'm going to sort of pick a few of the others I have. So they are not FairLight related. So Generation 64. So Generation 64, if you saw the last episode, it was about books. And one of the books was Generation 64. And I do believe you got that t-shirt if you, as one of the sort of additional perks in the Kickstarter. So that one should come from there. Yeah, one of the parties I tend to go to when I have the opportunity is Gub Data. And Gub is the prefix for like old farts, and data is data. So it's computer activities for old farts in Lund, in the very south of Sweden, actually sort of where I was born and raised. So hosted by Hedning of Genesis Project. The logo is a Petsky one drawn by Vanya, so mermaid. Yeah, super nice. This one, I do have two of them. This one is blank on the back, and the other one is I do have a handle on the back, but that one is in wash, so can't show it now. Then I have a weird one. So Bite Drapers turning 30, a number of years ago, of course, but this one there is something wrong in the print on this one, so we actually got them for free. We were supposed to pay for them, but we got beer for the money instead, because yeah, they were annoyed by the fact that the print wasn't correct, so they didn't pay the producers of the t-shirts. So yeah, and there is nothing on the back. That's sort of the weirdest party I've been to ever. It was a computer party combined with kind of a scout camp and some sort of drinking competition. Yeah, very weird combination. Yeah, I must say, it was nice meeting Grendel and the guys from Bite Rapers, but yeah, the party was weird. Mr. Sex leaving the bathtub naked, going out in the woods, falling asleep under a pine tree. Yeah, that's not a party. That's not like the normal way of working on a party, where you have like a hotel room where you can go back and sleep there. But yeah, well, Mr. Sex, cool guy, likes to drink though. And now we're getting into the really old stuff. I do have two old stuff. So the quality of those t-shirts, well, they must have been amazing, because they survived like, I don't know, 20 years of heavy usage. Do you see that? You're not cool because you're a Fairlighter. You're a Fairlighter because you're cool. I believe I came up with that. Stains and stuff. It's really old and it's really crappy, but yeah, it still carries that sentiment with the pride. We invite members who are cool, and we don't want people to brag around saying that they are members, because they should be cool in their own rights. They're not cool by their membership, but cool by their own rights. And then the really old one. It has holes in it, like see-through holes here. I am a FairLight member, and this was during the time when we sort of promoted Lego. This was when we released Legoland. I do believe Harlequin drew the piece of logo. He was not a graphics guy in the group, but it sort of turned out really nice. It's looks like competent painting, but with a very kind of naive kind of style. Came out really well. I would have wanted to be able to show you the really old ones, where we have Arnold, the FairLight Dragon, the one that depicted. Well, Strider was the character, and then he was riding the Arnold, the character, which was the dragon, and that was depicting FairLight as a group in Cracker's comics. They are unfortunately all obsoleted and thrown away, because eventually clothes cannot kind of maintain the wear and tear year after year. So I don't have anything older than the one with the Lego piece. Now you've seen parts of my wardrobe, and if you meet me in person, I just might be wearing one of those things. So bye-bye, and hopefully I can meet you in person sometime in the future, when we don't hide from each other inside our homes for corona reasons. All the best. Bye-bye. So one could easily think that was everything, but it's actually not. I did find another few things, or I got pictures of an additional few things, and yeah, the first one, let's see if I can migrate to showing you a picture here. So this is me and the Sarge at Datastorm, one of the years at Datastorm. So we had handles on the front, and then we had FairLight Quality, Tradition, and Pride on the back. Really crappy quality on that one. It's very synthetic and not very nice at all. But yeah, well, it still says FairLight, so I'm still proud of that one. One of the first thing that happened was that I sprayed myself with 556, which is kind of a degreaser. So if you see a strange pattern on top of the logo, that's actually that, and it will not go away in washing. I don't know where I have that one. I looked through my wardrobe and I can't find it, so I don't know where that is. The guy next to me is the Sarge, Joachim Ljunggren, wearing his Generation 64 t-shirts, that or t-shirt that I showed you before. Let's see if I can show you the next one. So one of the internal meetings we had in Öland at Harlequin's place was this one. So this is FairLight involved in illegal activities. It's Greyhawk's car, and I think he sits in the passenger seat, and I think the guy driving is Aaron, who wasn't old enough, and also didn't have a driver's license. I'm pretty sure he didn't have a driver's license at the time, and so it's Watchman doing the man spread on the front, and then me trying to hang on for everything sacred on top of the car. And we are wearing Lego shirts, so they don't say FairLight or anything. We were sponsored by Lego at a very brief point in time when we did the Lego demos. We did them because we wanted, and then afterwards we asked Lego. I worked part-time or like spare time in a toy shop in Malmo, and there was this guy from the marketing department of Lego that came and to kind of show a few new stuff. And I had a chat with him, and that turned out that he sent me a box of FairLight, sorry, Lego shirts, the red ones you can see here, and Lego pens, as I remember. So this is Creeper, Harlequin, and myself, and I'm wearing the Lego shirt. I'm pretty sure of that. Following a mini golf tournament we had at that meeting, and this is also the mini golf. And here you see the backside of the shirt, me probably being successful of sorts. The guy just right of me is Ogami Graphician, and you see Rowdy preparing himself for putting, or if he already putted, I don't know. And then Aaron, I think the next one is Surfer Active in the gray shirt, and then you have Greyhawk in the white FairLight shirt. We will get back to that one, the white one you see that Greyhawk is wearing. Here is the Hobbit, Alan, on the left, where you see the sort of the front side of the same shirt that Andreas was wearing, so Greyhawk was wearing. It has Strider, the Strider character, on top of the Arnold dragon, and that is how FairLight was depicted in Cracking Comics, the Alan's rather famous comics story that he sent out, and that was distributed within the scene community. Here I have the front in this, so not the black and cyan, but we also had it in white. So when I said that Greyhawk was wearing one, this is the front side of that. The other people you see on the picture would be Aaron, and then Dino, David, myself, Seagull, Rickard, and then on the lower line here you have Gervin, Per Ekelund, and Anders Jansson, Wedge. This has to be from some sort of party in Sweden, I would imagine, because it says storage room in Swedish on the top. Okay, and here is also one of the things that was kind of a signature thing. It was the FairLight jacket. It was this was during the time when Twin Peaks was broadcasted on Swedish television, so there was this police guy. He walked around in a blue jacket, which had FBI on the back. So of course we did have FLT on the back rather than that, but they look pretty similar. So this is VDK, it's me, and it's Sledge. And then you would have, so this is the backside. That was actually the best picture I have of that jacket. Mine was nicked on a party somewhere, so I don't have mine. I haven't had it for a long time, but yeah, there might be reasons to buy a new set of those, because I'm pretty sure a number of people will still want them. So this is Strider, and I think it's Gaston on the right, so our main cracker on the Amiga for a number of years, and you can't see the back of their jackets, but this is how cool you could look if you were wearing the FairLight jacket. Yeah, a little bonus one here. I've already shown you this one, but just to show a few of the original members, so JBM and then Pantaloon. Pantaloon not wearing the FairLight stuff, but his work attire from Digital Illusion at the time. All right, so I do have a few live ones that I wanted to show you, but in order to have more screen estate, I'm going to take away that picture. So, yes, that sort of a piqué shirt, and it has Sceners United on the back. What is Sceners United? Well, in Sweden, in order to encourage people to get involved in sports, there is something called Korpen, which is like a really low-level competition kind of structure where you can participate in floor hockey or football or ice hockey, and here in Stockholm they also have that in golf. So Sceners United is my Korpen team that I have together with Anders Malm, E. Cooley of Sensor. We're not really good, especially not me. I'm really happy I'm playing with Anders because he's a good player of us. More consistent than I am, I can easily say without kind of downplaying myself as a player, but it's actually true. So together we are, of course, sceners united, because we are sceners from different groups united. The last part, before moving on to a few shout outs and thanks to a number of people I would like to thank for sending stuff to us, is this. Some sort of hoodie, zipped hoodie. It has C64 on the back, so it's very C64 oriented. It has the same brownish color as the bread bin, the Commodore logo here. In general, a very nice shirt. It doesn't survive washing very well. I don't know the English term for noppig. It becomes a bit not so soft anymore, and there are little bulbs coming out from, or little poppy things coming out of the material. So yeah, it deteriorates in washing, so you should only wear it at very special occasions. But yeah, but those occasions, wearing it, you look like a real C64 nerd, and that's not a bad thing, is it? Over to thanks and shoutouts. Oops, I forgot. There is an additional little thing I would like to point out. I would like to give shoutouts and thanks to a few guys. Sverker for providing me the very nicely 3D printed case for the tape interface by Luigi. So Luigi, we have talked about this in the preservation episode. There is preservation interface for tapes inside, and then there is this 3D printed case that Sverker provided for me. So thanks a bunch, Sverker. It's so much better here than the naked circuit board. And then Mark Nause, who wanted me to test Super Snapshot, and he was kind enough to provide me with one of the Super Snapshots that he is producing himself. So this is a fully working Super Snapshot 5 cartridge. I don't have a case for that one. I don't know how that case would even look, because the reset button is on the top, and I don't know how you're going to get that through a physical case. But well, anyway, you can just use it as is, because it's rather compact, and it seems like it could kind of withstand wear and tear as is. So thank you, Mark, and all the best. If you have anything else you would like me to test or show or validate here on the show, please feel free to send me a direct message via YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or any of the other channels that we are providing, because I just might have a look at Super Snapshot 5. As you have been able to kind of see, I guess, that I am an action replay kind of guy. I used action replay for all my stuff. I know that Robin from, what is it, 8-Bit Show and Tell, or whatever he calls his show, he uses Super Snapshot 5. So I guess having like a sneak peek on Robin's show would show you the application of Super Snapshot. There was some sort of collaboration between these guys and the Action Replay guys, or the Dotel guys in the UK. And I think components such as the sprite viewer in this is the same as the one in Action Replay. But I will have a look at this, and I will dig through it and see if it's worth making a special episode, just like testing the Super Snapshot. Possibly, no promises, but if that is a request, then let me know, and I might consider it. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.